tell you, it's all too easy for a few days to skip by and forget to get the camera out. So I've got quite a lot to fill you in on, bits and bobs. I think we're going to start with a look at the Shinoda Hi Utsuris. I think a little look on them's long overdue. Now the guys involved in that, they've already done insanely well, but you're getting some bonus time because they're still in here. They're still growing. End of January, I said. But I've not needed to move them yet. Not needed the pond. Got a shipment coming tomorrow and I can still avoid it. So they're getting some bonus time. So without me yabbering too long, let's jump in and have a quick look at those. So I was in here the other day because I had a few fish that were mine and I was getting those out. And the biggest one, I believe, was 41 centimetres. It might have been that absolute brute there, to be honest. But looking superb, the body on them, everything. These things just, yeah, wow. Shinoda Hi Utsuri, wow. That's about all I could say, really. Patterns were looking amazing. You know, there weren't really any small ones either. Consistently being absolutely superb. And you've got bonus time, and I'm not quite sure for how long for yet. It might be a little while longer. Yeah, look, I thought I'd treat you up a little bit more. This, just 3 random scoops. Look at that as well, look, proper koi water. That fine Tetley brew I keep them in. Looking good on it, mind. This is literally one of the smallest fish, actually superb as well, but 31 cm at that end, which is impressive given where these started. And then at the top end, this is one of the 41 centimetre mega lumps. You got another 40 centimetre. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Brilliant. Yeah, superb across the board. I'd say that's just you want to escape there. What's in there? 7, 8 of the 45 fish in here. So I think there's going to be a lot of delighted people, and like I say, at the very end, when we are done and they're getting moved outside to finish their overwintering until they get shipped, I'll be sure to do that review video. I think it's going to be an impressive one. So yeah, you might have caught their shipment in tomorrow. Very, very excited for that. Always excited to get new fish. But for now, I'm heading outside. I'm going to give you an update on the new fish house. I think we're sheeting today. Plumbers are due on site, sparkers are due on site, and the sheets arriving to get that on. But look at that. Absolute beast. Love it. So it won't be long before all these 11 are all nice, cooked up and toasty. Still got an issue in there is actually cumulatively quite a lot of fish sat there, but yeah, what a beast. What a beast. Awesome. So yeah, we'll keep you posted on this one. Here it is, look, I tell you what, I do really enjoy it when I start getting a heavy, active pond, that's the word. All those super select bits in here, loving it. Not only is it all quality pieces, there's a lot of them, so they're super aggressive on the food all the time. I think it looks pretty cool. But they're doing well, as is normally expected, mixing so many batches together. A few of them, one batch in particular, the Sakamaki fish, started looking a bit pissed off. Still not 100% now, just been bringing the salt level up in there. I'm just going to recheck for any parasites today. There was none showing initially, but I suspect we might have got there now, or we just need another salt increase to bring that along. But doing well, pumps performing fantastically. Very, very pleased with them. DK Shiro's Matatigoi, even Christ as I moved that round then. Absolutely huge. That's just me getting up on wall. Yeah, really just about, to be honest, gotten where I wanted them. So I think we're getting close maybe to, I say dialing it down. Right now there's absolutely no point because I've nowhere for them to go. so they might as well stay in here and carry on doing what they're doing, because it's really looking good body wise. Mega, really mega. And I think top end now we're probably hitting around 45. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'm due for a check. I'll grab that measuring bowl and we'll have a quick look. So I think this is an interesting bowl. 45, 46, 47. Very happy. Differences in body there, and this is the difference bone structure can make. And now you've actually reminded me something we'll get onto in a minute. But this has reminded me that that's male, female, female. I'm guessing now, if I asked you to guess that, you'd have gone male, female, female, and nobody would have blamed you for that either. But this is just where bone structure comes into it over gender itself. That was always a powerful looking fish. Really, really, from the outset, I've had my eye on that one, and I was gutted when it was male, but still look at his body. Why should I be gutted? The head on it's actually even a better colour right now, look, than the female one. That has been an interesting fish, and it's still right now looks what I'd call a nothing fish. It's not particularly attractive, appealing, but two things I think really need to happen. Sumi on the head, and it's actually showing really great signs, and Sumi on this side of the body, and I've actually seen some development down there below the lateral line. But yeah, even this as a female fish, looking really good. Strong pattern on that one. Sumi's starting to thicken. And if you actually look at that in isolation, it's really, really great. But then you see it alongside them two, and that's just the difference that a bone structure or a bigger bone structure can have. Now that's still going to grow really well, going to become a very, very strong fish. But these body-wise will always have that advantage in that power and volume aspect. Really happy with that. I think keep them going a bit longer. We might have a few hitting that 50 mark, which is really where I wanted to be. But these right now are exactly the size I'd expect to see Nisai at NND roughly. Really not far off now, and the right body volume. So they've been in there, all in the 3.5k pond. Was it 42 fish, I think. They've been solely on Sakai growth, sinking though, because there were such shitty surface feeders for ages. I got had enough of it. It's just been really consistent. Pond's been vibing well. Yeah, nice one. But that reminds me, you know what, if you follow me on TikTok, you've seen I've been having a bit of a rant recently, because honestly I've just been boiling over with some of the shit I've been seeing. And just another one, you know, I get it, I know the whole social media game, and in it, and people use it for whatever reason they use it and want to create their own narratives around what they want to do. I like to give you the facts as I know them from my experience, but not just saying it. There's a big difference in the stuff I do, and hopefully you've noticed. I often show you, and that is how you learn from me. I don't just chat shit or pass on something that somebody said. You name it. Hopefully you get the point. I don't want to have to explain it. But when someone wants to create a narrative to try and counter an argument I put forward about male koi, when they've got no hands-on experience, anything to back it up, and when their whole perception and thoughts around it are based around a breeder generally whose female fish don't produce particularly good bodies, never mind the males. So yeah, I think you've seen enough from me to see where that whole gone. The point behind it is just, the whole point of the male thing is not for me to sell them. I have made no effort to sell any of the ones that I've got. They're still sat in the pond in there. I'm still just enjoying them as a collection of fish. It's aimed at you guys getting the most amount of fish for your money and understanding, because when people continue to push these bullshit narratives around, oh, you need female, males won't grow, males won't get body. When it comes to these top elite breeders, especially where this really kicks in, it's where you guys can actually get access and get into these fish, higher level fish at a Dainichi, Momotaro, Sakai, through going down that route, because females there still just get absolutely wappy money.
but the capability of those fish is nuts. And again, not that I need to do it, but there's a few now in my main pond here that I held back from the super male collection. I think we should probably just have a quick look and remind ourselves what those fish are all about.
So they have just been having a feed. I don't want to net any up, but just take a look at this little lot. I think some kind of barometer. That Taniguchi Sankey there is 5 years old, I think, 5 or 6. I need to check that. She's around the 80-ish cm mark. Her body's mental. You need to try and take that out because it's on the extreme end of things here. But hopefully, as you're watching this, you would agree there is not a fish in there lacking in body or size in any way whatsoever. And the point I want to take from this is there's male and female in here right now, all of similar ages. So if I point it out to give you some examples, that's Dainichi Kohaku there, and that Dainichi Kohaku there are 4-year males from the super male collection. I don't know where they're at. There should be around the 75 cm mark, I think. 70 to 75, something like that. So not lacking. This little bit more, that's a Dainichi male shower. And yes, it's a little bit more on the male side. It's probably the more standout one in there. But still, the fish around 70-ish cm and of super high quality. Bearing in mind, these have been on bare minimal food, 18 degrees, and they get 1 feed a day, and they've been like that now for about 6 weeks. Then if you want to look at the extreme end of the scale, that there of 70-ish cm, around that, is a 3-year-old Sakai male Kohaku. This here is a 3-year-old Momotaro female Kohaku. I mean, look at them three right there all together. 2 males, 1 female. That there is an NND female Kohaku, about 5 years old now. I mean, look at the 3-year-old next to it. That there is a Dainichi 3-year-old female Kohaku. So if you really want to make an argument, you might say that I'm probably not doing as well with the females. But what I'd say is they're all impressive. They're all doing exceptionally well. And as I kind of pointed out with the Shiros there, again, look at the bone structure first, the genetics, all this other stuff before just going, oh, male, female. And any kind of narrative at certain farms, 100%. And bearing in mind that you look at where I go in Japan, I go all over Japan. I see all sides of it, from the very top level down to the very bottom level, north, south, you name it, and I see what's going on at all these places. Male fish at the top farms are fetching serious dough up with good reason. Smaller breeders, ones where the male development's not been good, yeah, they're still completely worthless to them. And certainly at farms where the females don't get body, I mean, what's that going to say about the males? Of course they're going to be worthless. But as ever, guys, hopefully you see, and this is here, not forgetting as well, these have been raised here from Tosai. That what else? That Dainichi Kohaku. I don't think a single one, that Momotaro, the Sakai, I don't think a single one was above 25 centimetres when we started. So I shall leave you, wise, sensible lot, to make your own decisions about that.